Check it out. All the guitar advice out there, it's baloney. And it's really like trying to put a Band-Aid on a wound, or even putting a Band-Aid that's not even on the wound. And the real wound is, I'm going to tell you in this video. Before I get to that, you're probably wondering who I am. And I promise I'll get to the point here in a second, but I am a virtuoso guitar player, and I know that might sound pretentious. But believe me, I don't say that to be pretentious. I say that because I wanted to figure out the guitar more than anything. And I've wanted to figure out music more than anything. And I've taught this for over a decade, and I just played a show this Saturday, and I was getting some feedback, and it really was, I had a moment where I was like, yeah, this is what I love doing, getting up on stage and playing and performing and then getting paid for it. It's amazing. And to get to that level, if you really want to do this, there's a level of accountability. And I have a hard time making these videos because I know everybody's in a different place on their guitar journey. And I probably am going to trigger some people by watching this who maybe this was a dream of theirs and they never did it. And it was a dream of mine, and it's taken me 20 years to get to this level. And I've worked with a lot of guitar players, and some people have done it and some people haven't. And I've noticed patterns over doing this. I've noticed the patterns in myself and in my students. And there really is no right or wrong way to do it. And that's why watching tutorials and getting courses and getting all this stuff, guitar is not that complicated. It's really, really simple. And it starts by learning songs. It starts by composing songs. It starts by learning the major scale, learning your arpeggios. It starts by learning theory, so you can learn how to improvise and compose your own solos and compose your own songs. That's really it. There's really only 3 buckets: theory, technique, and repertoire. And you probably, up to this point, if you're an intermediate guitar player, you've probably learned a bunch of songs or parts of songs. But what you haven't done yet is you haven't played those songs with other musicians, and you haven't played them live. Because when you are playing at that level, where you are playing out live, you are going to learn songs, you are going to learn technique and theories in ways that you wouldn't learn if you're just practicing in isolation in your bedroom or in your office or wherever. And if you want to just play guitar for yourself and your family and friends, that's fine. But you have to train at this level. Because if you're training down at this level and you're not putting yourself out there, maybe you're an introvert like me and you're afraid to put yourself out there, you got to have some courage to go out there and you got to play these songs. You got to write songs with other artists, and you got to do all this stuff. And then everything else you need to learn, you'll just figure out along the way. I don't practice drills, or I don't go to tutorials. If you are going to do that, you're going to want to watch a video of somebody's hands and how they're doing a specific thing. But I'll tell you, if you want to be faster and you want to be a better improviser, you got to learn theory and technique. You got to practice the modes, and you got to practice different sequences of the modes. And any really great guitar player who plays in a band and tours, say they're from Nashville or whatever. I got to hang out with some people from Nashville Saturday, and that was pretty cool. And I was talking to the piano player of the bands, and because I play the piano, and he would tell you, just practice your scales and your arpeggios. And then he has a repertoire that he's learned, I'm sure, which has probably been vast over time. And that's really what you have to do. Is you have to build your repertoire, and then you have to play that repertoire with other people. I mean, you can play it in isolation by yourself, but you're not going to get very far. You're only going to, when you get out, you have to get outside of your comfort zone. Because if you're only playing at this level of certainty, and you don't go outside your comfort zone and push the boundaries of things, you won't ever get out of it. And I could give you a tip on how to increase your speed by 5 BPMs, or how to play the G chord or a C minor chord. And I will make some videos on how to compose using the circle fifths and all the different modes, because that's just what I love doing, and I love improvising, and I love composing solos. But I've got 300 songs, demos, that I'm releasing over the next 3 years. I'm writing 7 songs with the lead singer of my band in the next 3 to 4 months, because we have a 2-hour gig and we don't have enough material. And it's totally possible for you to be in a band and you to go out and play live and do this. But it is very hyper competitive. Your music on Spotify, it has to be really, really extraordinary. It's a whole process. It's just like anything. It's just like me doing these YouTube videos, starting where I am right now, with 5,000 subscribers, for example, and looking up to somebody who's got like 250,000 subscribers. And honestly, it's a totally different audience than somebody watching this video. I don't need a giant audience. I'm talking to a very specific person, somebody who's really trying to take their guitar playing to, I guess you could say, an advanced level or an intermediate level, and like really go out there and do it, not just play alone. If you want to play alone and you want to improvise because it feeds your soul, more power to you. But to play at the extraordinary level where you're actually getting gigs, you're playing in a band, you're writing songs, you're making it your lifestyle, it's really, really, really simple. And yeah, you don't need information. You need execution. You can get you have all the information in the world on YouTube and online. You really do. That's why people come to see me in person, because they need a system. And I've developed a lead guitar system that works really, really well. But it's a lot of work. Because there's the cage system, there's the triads, there's the modes, there's all this stuff. What if you just combined all of it and came up with your own system? Now, I got my system. You can use it for free. The course is down below. You just got to put in your name and your email so I can send you messages and stuff and let you know. My only offer that I do is I do a training sprint every so often where you literally have your goal, what you're trying to do, and then you go out and do it. And hopefully that's to play live, play in a band, or put your music out there. And the competition is unreal too. Like, maybe I'm just jaded about it, but I've been at it for a while. And there's not only that, there's the drama of the band that you're in and people betraying you. Well, that's another conversation for another video. But yeah, there's only really 3 buckets: repertoire, technique, and theory. And the repertoire can be your songs, it can be licks, riffs, whatever it is. And then you take those licks and riffs and then you create your own. But you'll realize you need better chops, which is why you practice scales and arpeggios. So you have scales and arpeggios, you're like, okay, well, how do I connect all these dots? What's going on here behind the scenes? Then you learn the music theory so you can communicate and play with other musicians, and you no longer have to freeze or be insecure on the guitar anymore. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody has to do it, and somebody needs to tell you what's up. And it's really, you need to set a target or an aim or a goal, and then you need to train towards that goal, and you need to push outside your comfort zone if it's something you really want to do. And it requires a lot of courage, just like me shooting these YouTube videos. And it might seem like an uphill battle, but that's what success is. It's an uphill battle. And there's, like I said earlier, people will betray you, lie to you, not pay you. There's so much baloney that goes on in life. So you have to, it's probably your passion for music that's going to keep you going through it all. And this video will probably flop, but it's just a great example of showing up and training and doing the work. And eventually I'm going to get better at doing videos. I'm already not reading from a script. Well, I mean, I have my notes, but it's really hard shooting videos, and especially knowing it's an uphill battle. Like if I'm trying to create a really successful guitar channel, talking head, just me talking and doing things with my hands and stuff like that. So yeah, if you found this entertaining, enlightening, then give it a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel. But yeah, I'll see you in another video where I'll rant about the same stuff over and over again, because it's really simple. And I'm making a stand, and I'm just going to tell you what you got to do is learn the minor pentatonic or major pentatonic, because they're the same thing. You got to learn the minor or the major scale, because really they're the same thing. I mean, I could explain a video talking about the differences between the two, but it's really not that important, because knowing without doing isn't knowing. So I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.